Okay, good morning. If you're just joining us, welcome to Women's Hour. Today, we're going to be looking at a topic that is very important, and I want us to take it on board. If you have been doing this, brilliant. Carry on the good work you're doing. And if you haven't started, please think about it and prayerfully consider what you need to do to make a change to your life. So today we're going to be looking at the work-life balance, the work-life balance. Now, I want us to look at it from a healthy work-life balance, because you can say, I have a work-life balance, but it's not healthy. I want you to have a healthy work-life balance. And what is this healthy work-life balance? It simply refers to maintaining a harmonious relationship between your work and your personal life. Between your work and your personal life. I'm going to ask you this question. Have you found that happy balance between your work and personal life? Have you? Is there a happy balance between your work and your personal life? Or are you tilting more to one side than you are to the other side? Now, this healthy work balance really means you managing your time and your energy to meet both your professional and your personal commitments while prioritizing self-care and your well-being. Very, very important. So we're looking at having and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Can you keep your professional and personal life separate? Or are you is one feeding into the other, encroaching in that one space, and things are just not going the way they should go? A healthy work-life balance allows you to excel at work, which is important, but then it also allows you to take care of your personal well-being outside the office. So it's not all about having a good life at work and then your personal life or your family life is suffering, or having a perfect family life, but then at work, there's nothing to write home about. No, we don't want that to happen. So we're looking at you having a healthy work-life balance. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, do I have a healthy work-life balance? Is there something I need to work at? Is everything going smoothly? Or is something encroaching in the space of the other? So this healthy work-life balance is all about making sure you feel fulfilled and content in both areas of your life, because everyone has to work. Yes, even if you're working for yourself, you're still working. And everyone has a personal life, a life away from work. So the question is, how are you balancing both? And is this healthy? Is this healthy? So a healthy balance could be, there are a lot of things that it entails, but a healthy balance could be meeting your deadlines at work while still having time for your family, while still having time for your friends, while still having time for the hobbies that you love to do. So you're looking at that healthy balance now. Another one could be having enough time to sleep properly. Having enough time to sleep properly. The question I'm going to ask you is not just the hours you're sleeping, but the quality of the sleep you're having. Now, an average adult, they say, should have at least 7 to 9 hours of good sleep. So if you're here and you're thinking, well, I can survive on 4 hours, I can survive on 5 hours, are you actually doing yourself any good? Or are you harming yourself gradually? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you resting enough? Are you resting enough? Okay? So another thing I want us to look at is, are you eating well? Are you eating well? Or are you just one of those people, I'll just bang whatever it is I just eat anything I find to eat. Is that what you're doing? Or are you eating well? Now, another thing you can be thinking about is not worrying about work when you're at home, because that is work now encroaching on your home and personal life. And on the other hand, it's also about you not worrying about home when you're at work. So if you're at home, worry about home. Not worry as in a negative sense, but you concern yourself with the things that are happening in your home. And when you're at work, You concern yourself with the things that are happening when you're at work, so that wherever it is you find yourself, you're giving your best at all times. Whatever it is you're doing, are you applying your best to it? Are you giving your heart to it? Are you giving your all to it? That's a question I want us to, think about today. Do I have a healthy work-life balance, or is one thing encroaching on another? So I'm going to give us a few tips on maintaining a healthy work-life balance. I'm only going to give you a few, okay? Number one, practice self-care. Look after yourself, because in this matter, you're the most important. Whether it is on the home front or it is on the work front, you are the most important person. How are you looking after yourself? So make sure you practice self-care. It might sound sometimes like you're being selfish, but you know yourself. You know what works for you. If someone else can, maybe live on a few hours sleep and you know you cannot, why copy them? Be yourself. You're a unique person. Know how to set boundaries. Know how to set boundaries. If you're going to maintain a healthy work-life balance, know how to set boundaries. Learn to say no. It's not everything you have to say yes to. Learn to say no to some things. Maybe, for example, your week has been so busy, Monday to Friday, and now they're offering overtime on Saturday. You're tired. You're exhausted. But because you don't want to say no, you say yes. And then by the end of Saturday, you're out and flat. You don't want to do that to yourself. You don't want to do that to yourself. Seek support when needed. Maybe maybe genuinely you just do not know how to balance your work and your life. Maybe you don't know. Seek help. Seek support. I want to know how you're able to do this and how you're able to manage your work, your life, and everything is going smoothly. If you don't know how to do it, seek support. Get the help that is necessary. Another tip, get enough sleep. This might sound, like simple things, but let's leave it on the practical level. Get enough sleep. Know when to stop. A bit like learning to say no. Know when to stop. Know how to set your boundaries. If you know you cannot do it, don't impress somebody and force yourself into what you know you cannot deliver. Don't do it. Limit time-wasting activities. If you know something is not productive, don't carry on doing it because maybe everybody is doing it. It might be a time-wasting activity for you. For somebody else, they don't care. But for you, it might be a time-wasting activity. So limit time-wasting activities. Can I push it out a bit? Limit time-wasting people. Oh, but she's my friend. She's been my friend from primary school. But she's wasting your time. Don't waste your time. Time is of essence. Time is valuable. We all get 24 hours. So in my 24 hours, if I'm still struggling to maintain a healthy work-life balance, and then someone wants to come and waste hours that I cannot afford to waste, what should I do? Politely decline. Learn to say no. You can say no in a very nice way. I wish I had more time to speak with you. Unfortunately, I haven't. So I'm going to cut this conversation. I know, before now, we would have been talking for hours and hours. Maybe even you enjoyed it. But really, I haven't got that time now. You're being polite about it. It's not, no. You don't have to be rude about it. You can be polite about it. You can limit time-wasting activities and time-wasting people. When it comes to being a good friend, a good spouse, a good parent, a good work colleague, the better you are yourself, the better you're going to be in all those areas as well. Think about it. The better you are yourself, the better you're going to be as a friend, as a spouse, as a work colleague, as whatever it is, whatever, hat you're wearing. The better you are yourself, the better you can be in all those other responsibilities that you carry. Another tip could be change your structure. If it's no longer working, change it. But this is how I've always done it. It's no longer working. Change it. But this is all I know to do. As you can see, it's no longer working. So change it. Maybe some people, maybe you can think about, everyone around me seems to be a nighttime person. They work well at night. Maybe you're a student. People are going to the library at night. And you're thinking, once I hit 10 p.m., my productivity just goes down. It dwindles. So why are you going to the library at 9 when you know you only have 1 hour and then your productivity goes down? Maybe the people you're going with, their productivity starts from about 11 p.m. Change your structure. Go at another time. So whatever it is, whatever situation you find yourself, if it is no longer working, change it. You need to be real with yourself. My schedule is not your schedule. So you can't use my schedule to run your own life. Neither can I use my own schedule to run your own schedule to run my own life. So I've got to stay at what works for me. It might not be the popular opinion, but if it is working for me, I will go ahead with it. Start small and build from there. Start small and build from there. Don't take on more than you can handle. You're not going to be doing yourself any favor. Do not take on more than you can handle. Start small. Okay, how am I going to try and maintain a healthy work-life balance? Maybe I do a job 9 to 5 or maybe 8 to 5, whatever your working hours are. I know once it's 5 p.m., that's it. Work has finished and then I go home so that I can go and start doing something else at home. Maybe before now, at 5, you're still thinking, let me just do a bit more. And then you're there till 6, you're there till 7. You've eaten 2 hours from your home time. Maybe you can pull those back. Start small and begin to build from there. Maybe you work flexible hours and you're thinking to yourself, if I go early, then I can finish early. If it works for you, why not? But start small. Be intentional about it and go ahead and do what you have to do. Very important. Now, are there benefits of maintaining a healthy work-life balance? Yes, there are. There are so many benefits of maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Number 1, and this I'm going to say now, these benefits are not in any order, okay? So don't think, because maybe the first thing on my list is increase in productivity. Is it all about work, work, work? No, it's not all about work, work, work. So it's not in any particular order. So increase in productivity. When you have a healthy work-life balance, you will do well in whatever it is you find yourself doing. You will enjoy what you're doing, what some people call job satisfaction. You're happy. So if you're here and, maybe the sound of you're going to work makes you lose a heartbeat, makes you, not again. What do you need to do? Maybe you need to change what you're doing because you're definitely not enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, you're never going to have any job satisfaction. You need to enjoy what you're doing. Maybe what you're doing now, yes, might not be what you want, but maybe that's what you have to do for now. Find yourself enjoying it on the way to where you want to be. Okay? Enjoy your journey on the way to where you want to be. Don't complain. Rather, give God thanks for what you have. Okay? So enjoy what you're doing right now. Another benefit is it makes you happier and more satisfied. You're just generally a happy person. You're just generally a satisfied person. You're content. You're not irritable. When you do not have a healthy work-life balance, anything anybody does, it just goes the wrong way. Somebody cracks a joke, you're meant to laugh at it because it's funny, but because you're so irritable, you do not see the funny side to it. Have you lost your funny side? The things that used to make you laugh, the things that used to make you giggle, they're no longer there. If you're that sort of person that anything, maybe in the home, maybe the children do something and you're snapping, ask yourself this question. Do I have a healthy work-life balance, or is something encroaching on the other? Be genuine, be sincere with yourself. Are you irritable, or are you happy and satisfied? Another benefit is a reduction in your stress. A reduction in stress. Now, because if you think about it, being overwhelmed with your workload and your responsibilities could cause stress. But when you have a healthy work-life balance, then there's a reduction in your stress. Why? Because you have known what to do at what time, not to encroach on another area of your life. You don't get burnout. You're carrying on steadily. You're making progress steadily. So you're not flat out. You're not having a nervous breakdown. And definitely, you're not burnt out. What about improved health and well-being? Very important. Remember what I said at the beginning. The most important person in all of this is you, because it is you that is present at work, and it is you that is present in your personal life or in your family life. It's you. So improved health and well-being. Maintain a good mental health. We all hear about mental health. But most times we tend to hear it from the negative side, the bad mental health. So there is good mental health, and you can have good mental health. And one of the ways you can have it is by having a healthy work-life balance. Are you able to think and to react appropriately? Regardless of what you're faced with, are you able to think and react appropriately? Are you able to make informed decisions? And nothing is beclouding your judgment. You haven't got a blurry vision. You can see clearly. When you have and maintain a healthy work-life balance, these are some of the benefits you enjoy. Always on point. Always on point. You're looking at that person and you're thinking, this person is always on point. Maybe these are some of the things they are doing that you're not doing. Another benefit, improvement in your physical health. All those things, that fly around and do around. And I'm not saying, sicknesses and things, and I'm not trivializing that. But what I'm trying to say here is there's going to be an improvement in your physical health. So when you're not stressed, when you don't have, so many things that are encroaching on each other's space, then the headaches are reduced. They're gone. The stomach pain, all the other things, that has to do with your physical health, they are generally reduced when you maintain a healthy work-life balance. And if for nothing else, the improvement in your overall quality of life is a major benefit. An improvement in your overall quality of life. You can just tell, yourself, when you're happy, what makes you happy. But if, for example, you have a workload that you have not been able to shift at work, you've now brought it home, your family or your personal life, you have things that you want to achieve, maybe from your goals, you have things you want to achieve, but because you have this workload that you have not been able to shift, can you see, your balance is not balancing. It's tilting more to one side than it is to the other. But can you maintain a balance? And I've just, I've got this last one and I really like this one. And I've just put on there and I said, to become a well-rounded individual that people are happy to associate with. I'll say that again. To become a well-rounded individual that people are happy to associate with. Can you ask yourself this question? Are people happy to associate with me? Are people happy to hang around with me? Or do I give out negativity? You know, sometimes you can be doing this and you're really not aware that that's what you're doing. If you have someone, you trust someone that loves you, they probably will bring it to your attention. But if you're not somebody that people are happy to associate with or people are happy to hang out with, maybe you need to ask yourself some of these questions. Why are people not happy to hang out with me? Is there a way I am doing whatever it is I'm doing that is not maybe sitting well with people? Now, I'm not saying, we do the wrong things just so that we can have people on our side. No. But I'm saying maybe you've got, some friends and every time they are like, oh, how are you? What are you doing? Oh, I'm so busy. I don't have time to do, it might just be something as simple as that. You know yourself. Check out what you're doing. So those are just a few benefits of maintaining a healthy work-life balance that, I just want to share with you. I saw this quote and I like it. And the quote goes like this. It says, never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. Think about it. Are you so busy trying to make a living that you forget to make a life? What is going to be said about you? Remember, the last point I made on some of the benefits. Are you somebody people want to associate with? Are you somebody people want to hang around with? Are you somebody people want to have a laugh with? Or are you so busy trying to make a living that you're actually forgetting to make a life? What footprints are you leaving behind? What footprints are you leaving behind in the hearts of your loved ones, in the hearts of whoever you have in your sphere of influence? What footprints are you leaving behind? Are you leaving footprints that when people look at, they are happy, they smile? Are you leaving footprints that when people look at, they're thinking, oh my goodness, not another one? You don't want to be that person. You want to be someone that people are happy to associate with. And finally, I'll leave us with this scripture. And it's found in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. And I'm reading from the Amplified Bible. It says, there is a season, a time appointed for everything. All you need to do is to find your balance. There is a season, a time appointed for everything, and a time for every delight and event or purpose under heaven. So there is time for everything. Do what you have to do at work. Do what you have to do at home, because there is a time for everything. Don't let one thing encroach on the other. And I pray that as you go back and reassess your life, I pray you'll be able to find a balance, a healthy balance that works well for you and your loved ones. I pray this for you in the name of Jesus, that you will have and you will maintain a healthy work-life balance.